Hello. So it's video 150. So I've done 150-ish. It's very much an ish situation, don't get me wrong. But 150 videos. It's not bad. And as promised, the knockoffs have returned. And on that note, let's first, I've got to pick up the tripod and that. Let's see if we can have a look at the box, because the box alone is hilarious. And it is. Where are we? Super 4 change robot, he said, reading under the handle on top. And yet to quick to collect your favourite robot. Okay. In the back there are like little cutouts of robots, and that is possibly the weirdest looking Optimus Prime I've ever seen in my life. It's so funny. I say possibly, it gets worse. Some other Optimus Prime, and there's must be the robot mode of that. Bumblebee that isn't there, and Grimlock, and yeah, whatever. And for some reason has Victory Saber on it. Don't ask me why. And Scorn! Woo! Scorn. Has anyone seen the last night pictures of Scorn? He looks awful. And really, really shoddy looking Grimlock. But it gets better. Because is that not the worst Bumblebee you've ever seen? Like, what's it supposed to be? But you think that's bad? Look what they did to Optimus. That's atrocious. That's like some kind of war crime. That's horrible. Ugh. That's awful. Ugh. Anything else? Blah 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 blah. Ooh, pictures on the back. Yeah. Stuff. Things. Yeah. Blah blah blah. Spoilers. Okay. So. It's back in place. Why is it all going all wobbly now? Stay. It's this level of professionalism you've come to expect from my channel over 150 videos. Yeah. But these boxes, basically they had 2 packs. And no matter what they teased on the packaging, there's only like 2, maybe 3 different versions. And they were basically just, after a while, repaints of each other, like recolors. So I got 2 sets because they actually had something different in. Kinda. I'm going to start off with this oversize of Age of Extinction Bumblebee. And I say oversized because where is he? Good old Drift. It's about Voyager scale. It's I'll do another comparison in a bit, but it's big. So, and first thing that surprised me about this set was the plastic's actually quite nice. Because it comes in robot mode and you've got to transform it, and it's actually quite nice. I mean, part of the roof, which goes onto a hinge, that was separate in the box, but that was just so they could fit it in the box. But other than that, it works. It's really nice. I like this. So, transformation. Very similar, if not identical, to Age of Extinction Bumblebee, because it's the same thing. But you're better off, if you can, getting these little ankle pieces to come out. If you know the transformation, you know what these pieces are. I say ankle, but stupid thing come. There we go. Right. Just get those out, because they do catch on things and they do get in the way. And where else are we going with this now? Right. Spoilers, but it's Age of Extinction Bumblebee. You should know how to transform this anyway. If you know had your hands on it, well, that's unfortunate. Now, you just need to pop these out, so they kind of they peg in at the side there, at the top here. So you got to pop that loose, and they sort of tab here, there, and everywhere. However, I found this piece coming apart isn't as awkward as it is on Age of Extinction Bumblebee, so that's slightly improved, believe it or not. Don't know if it's just because it's bigger or what, but pop all that loose. One good reason for having nails: have nails if you're a Transformer collector, because it comes in handy. And so you got the arms popped out to the side. Now you want this section to fold up onto the back. I started assuming that everyone had one of these or some version of this, I decided I should actually talk through the transformation. So you pop this loose from there, then you double hinge up here. Sorry, double hinge all that onto there, and just leave it like that because you want to tilt this back a bit. You got this. So you split these, fold this bumper bit around onto there. It's on a swivel like there, so as you turn it, it rotates, which is kind of cool. So you rotate it to there, like that. Then you even this bit out. You pull the foot. It doesn't like to do it, but you can do it. Come here, foot. Right. You got to make sure this goes around the wheel. You pull the foot, and it sort of does all this, and you just straighten that whole piece out to there. And you fold this onto the back of the foot. You fold the wheel and the bumper into the back of the leg, and rotate it up here at the thigh swivel. And that's a leg. Fair enough. Quite well done, and was done well on Bumblebee. The official Bumblebee, rather. Straighten it down, that foot, fold that in, turn it around, and then make sure that's shoved back. You just rotate the shoulder pieces, and that's it. Age of Extinction Bumblebee had the shoulder pieces so you could tilt them, but whatever. And yeah, a couple of these joints are a little bit loose. I have yet to go around with floor polish because I forgot. But that's not actually bad, is it, really? I mean, especially considering the plastic quality is quite good. This is very much a sort of hot rod kind of vibe. And as much as I hate hot rod, this I kind of like. I mean, you could immediately jump to Cliff Jumper, but I don't think Cliff Jumper would ever accept this, design. It does come with spinning blade things that the Age of Extinction one did for whatever reason. You should be able to peg them into these, but that's kind of flattened on one side, and these are always round, so it won't go. Look at him leaning back as if his loose knees. Apologies. Again, bit of floor polish, so that'd be fine. But they can go in his hands. And one thing a couple of things this doesn't do. On Age of Extinction Bumblebee, the side door windows fold onto the bottom of the arm. This doesn't, and he also doesn't have the flip out arm gun, which is a tragedy in itself. But you can put these in his hands, so that's a thing. And size comparison: Age of Extinction Bumblebee. See what I mean about the shoulders, the sort of side wings tilting slightly, and the windows folded in, and the arm cannon that folds out. It would have been lovely to see that on him, but the scale difference, I mean, look at him. These were a 2-pack for £10. I got 2 of them just because, I'm stupid. But yeah, I actually really like that. I mean, the plastic quality on this is a lot sturdier, but that is more than adequate. More than adequate. And yeah, it's really good. And eagle-eyed viewers, because I like saying that, just to make you guys feel bad for not pointing out something that I haven't remembered to do. Eagle-eyed viewers might think, hey look, he's got a button there, let's see what happens. Batteries are dead. Ah, lame. I mean, the eyes that light just about flashed, and it made a vague gurgle, but didn't do anything. That's lame. Oh well. So we'll shove him off to the side, and you can... you can come out of the way. And we'll go for what came in the box with him, which I got mainly just for pure, unadulterated humour value, and kind of feel like it slapped me in the face, but, whatever. That is Age of Extinction Swoop! Are you starting to see a pattern yet? Yeah, you should do. And this is awful. I kind of like it because it's awful, but it's not good in any way. Just make sure you're right in the corner, because this thing likes to take up space. Because again, this is like a massive upscaling of itself. I mean, look, the wingspan is ridiculous. It's similar plastic quality. It's about on par, but because a lot more of these pieces are hollow, it's not as good. And again, some of the loose joints just, yeah, it's not that fun to play with. And there's no ball joints in these heads anymore, except, well, there's that one, but there's no like articulation in this other than a swivel, which will affect the transformation. But they're alright, and they open. Rah! He's got the stupid crossbow thing, which I hated on the original, so that can go away. I don't even know if it fires, I'm not interested in it at all. He's got the swords, which are just plain black now, but, you know, he's got them. And that is moulded like that. I'm not sure if I could even heat that up and bend it. I don't want to play with it, but it's moulded like that now. Originally it was done so it'd fit in the packaging, but... So, transformation, and yes, he's got two right thighs. This one is the wrong side, so that's exciting as well. So fold these out. It's a very simple transformation, and it is exactly the same as the original. So you just straighten that out, turn it around, straighten that out, bring the claw up, turn it around. See the difference in the legs. You untab, we're sort of pegging on this one, peg into the hole, untab the arms, bring them down, sort of, whatever. Untab, bring them down, and just do whatever it is you're gonna do. Bring up the head, and then these just sort of go off to the side or something. They don't... Because these joints are loose. Oh, he's just about standing. There you go. Nope. Because these are loose and all this is just a floppy mess. It's horrible. They don't want to play ball. They just want to fight with each other all day. It's horrible. Is the original like that? I really can't remember. Let's have a look. No. The original had this really complicated system where the wings weren't actually attached. Move that. Straight to the back of the arms on a ball joint. They're actually on their own swivel in there. Whereas the shoulders are there. One thing this is missing out. And size. Straighten this thing up a little bit. So for the novelty value of just having it that size, it kind of works. But it just fails in every other aspect. But I like it because it's stupid and it's funny and it's green. Yeah. So it's my brother's favourite colour, green. So anything green I also have. It's instinctively, rather, if I can speak properly, have like this humour value that he's just going to laugh at it, which makes me laugh. So, you know. Family thing. They also haven't fixed the stupid gorilla fists, which I wish they would. I mean, it's on a ball joint, so, but it won't turn because it's all too tight. It's just, So this one's not very good, sadly. Oh man. So that's 50% of the original set. Sorry, no, that's 50% of what I got. That's one whole set. Let's start with the other one. This is going to be a quicker one. I'm wondering if this is going to be cut off at 17 minutes. I have moved some stuff around, made more space, so hopefully it won't. But this is the first thing that I got from the other set. Yeah, I got a green version of this. Same reason. It's green. It's funny. That's, yeah. I wish there was a better reason, and there's a slightly different reason. Basically, I wanted what else came in the set. It's basically you get a Bumblebee and whatever came with it. And I wanted what came with it. So, but there's one thing that works on this guy. The button. Button, button. Who's got the button? So at least that works. Is this supposed to be Optimus Prime now or something? If he's telling people to transform and roll out? I know Bumblebee tried to do it in the Prime Robots in Disguise series, but yeah. But again, the joints on this one, at least most of them, seem tighter than that one. But again, it swings and roundabouts, things like that. I'm just going to have to throw some floor polish at both of them. And again, he comes with these stars. Now, I mixed them up. I can't remember who came with which stars, so who cares. But you know what? They're not bad. They're really good quality, so I'm quite impressed with them. And the car modes are delicious. I mean, you saw that? Imagine that in this green. Ooh, nice. Quality nice. Which brings us on to... yeah, the one that came with him. Are you ready for this? This is... I couldn't leave this one behind, sorry. Age of Extinction Grimlock, the Voyager class, and I have got the Voyager class, it's up there, but I got Swoop and completely forgot to get him, and who cares? And it's certainly a thing. And by that I mean the quality has immediately dropped horribly, horribly, horribly. You know, like knockoff oversizes of like Legends class figures, and they got like that paper thin plastic. Kind of how this feels. It's not nice. And it comes with the weapon, which is bent, and I mean that came off on the original. I put a spot of glue on it just to make sure it stayed in place, but I don't remember it twisting. But this is just awful, so I'm going to take it off. Unfortunately, that was a structural piece of the vehicle mode. The dinosaur mode. And yeah, the picture on the box. Nope, never mind. It's just I'm gonna put more paint on this. I'm gonna at least highlight the teeth or something. I'm not sure if this deserves it, to be honest with you. It's that poor quality, it probably doesn't deserve it. But I love all my knockoffs equally, no matter how terrible they are. Except for those little Animism Defender things, or whatever they were. They were garbage. They've actually gone in the bin, except for the Optimus Primal one, I think. Which is on the shelf up there. But yeah, it's not good at all. It is so weedy. And the back of the arm's missing there. I remember this being fully rounded, and now it's flat and hollow. They've started cutting corners on this one, like really cutting corners, and loose joints galore. Yeah, there's some paint added to it, and these little